It was just past 6 a.m. when Dr. Camille Warren, an impeccably dressed black woman in her late 40s, walked through the sliding doors of Westgate International Airport. Her steps were measured and confident, her expression calm but focused. She wore a tailored navy pantsuit and carried a leather briefcase. She didn't flaunt power, but it followed her like a shadow. She had flown over 200 times in the last decade, but today's flight would prove to be different. She made her way toward the priority check-in line, reserved for first class and business class travelers. The line was short. She took her place quietly behind a man in a gray suit, waiting to be called forward. "Ma'am?" A voice called sharply from her left. Camille turned slightly to find a white airport security officer approaching. His badge read, "C. Holloway." He had a smirk plastered on his face and spoke like someone used to being obeyed without question. "This line is for business class and priority passengers only," he said, looking her up and down. Camille gave a small nod. "I know. I'm in 1A. Business class," he scoffed. "Uh-huh. Can I see your boarding pass?" Camille calmly handed it to him. She had nothing to prove, but she had seen this happen before. She always hoped it wouldn't, but it did. He glanced at it, then looked her dead in the eye. "You sure this is yours?" She blinked. "Excuse me?" "It's not hard to print fake passes. Happens all the time. If this is fake, you'll be arrested and banned from flying." Camille's brows furrowed. "Are you serious right now? You think I'm joking? Do you even know how much a seat in 1A costs?" By now, other passengers in the line were watching the scene unfold. Some with disapproval, some with uncomfortable silence. Camille took a breath. "Officer Holloway, return my boarding pass, right now." Instead, he stepped back and spoke into his radio. "Possible 1062, passenger in priority line with suspicious ticket, requesting additional verification." Camille was done. She reached into her blazer pocket, pulled out a leather ID wallet, and flipped it open. The badge gleamed under the airport lights. Federal Bureau of Investigation, Chief of Police Division, Dr. Camille Warren, Division Commander. The silence was immediate. The color drained from Holloway's face. I I didn't know. You didn't identify yourself." "I didn't have to," she replied coldly. "You profiled me. You judged my presence in this line based on how I look. Not on behavior, not on policy, on race and assumption. I was just following procedure." "No, you weren't. I've read the TSA and private security protocols. You violated 4 of them in the last 2 minutes." Another officer had arrived, having heard the call. He recognized Camille instantly. "Chief Warren, I'm so sorry. Is everything okay?" She gave a slow nod. "Not yet, but it will be. Please remove Officer Holloway from this terminal and prepare a full incident report. You'll be hearing from the Bureau's Internal Affairs Division." Holloway tried to stammer out an apology. "I didn't mean to." "You did," she said, cutting him off with calm authority. "You meant every word until you realized who I am." With that, she turned to the counter, handed her boarding pass to the stunned airline agent, and was checked in with trembling hands. As she walked through the terminal, escorted with respect by airport personnel, the onlookers stepped aside. Some clapped quietly. One woman whispered, "She's a legend." And Holloway? He stood alone, staring at the floor, knowing full well his career was hanging by a thread, destroyed not by one mistake, but by a lifetime of unchecked bias that finally met its match. Camille boarded her flight in peace, first to board, as she always had been. Only now the world knew exactly who she was.